Good morning, bro. It is Monday. I started off my day by heading down to the bus stop, and on my way down, my right tire's been flat. Dad's been meaning to pump it and hasn't gotten around to it yet. My wheelchair decided that it didn't want to stay vertical anymore, and it went over to the side. And I fell on somebody's driveway. Well, not quite their driveway. It was like right before their driveway, and so they came out of their house, and they were like, "Hey, do you need help?" And I was like, "Sure, if you're willing to give it." And I don't usually tell people how to help me get back up into my chair because they know what they can lift and how. But I think he either underestimated or overestimated, and it just didn't work. It took about 7 or 8 tries, and then he went and got his roommate, and she held my knees, and he had my upper body. It was just, ugh. And then, because he was worried that I wasn't going to be able to make it, he followed me in his car down the street, and then down the cross street, and then, like, 2 houses down the main street, and all I wanted was to, like, sink into the sidewalk and disappear into a puddle of just embarrassment. But no such luck. So I didn't miss the bus, which was really nice because I was worried that I was going to, and it just wouldn't have been pleasant. And then I had to take my sight singing test, which I didn't study for at all because I was working on my paper, which I stayed up for the past 48 hours and did not finish. So, kind of want to kill small animals. Oh, right. So my appointment wasn't until 10:50, and I got there around like 10, 9:30, 10, something like that. A couple of my classmates were there, and one of them didn't even know solfege backwards, and so he and my other classmate, we taught him, and then I went in, and my professor was like, "Hey Shannon, can I convince you to fill this out and apply for it?" It's a $400 semi-sick scholarship awarded to a student who has had 2 or more music classes at my college, which I have, and so he told me to submit one of the papers that I wrote for his film music class, because one of them was really good, I guess. Like, I guess it must be Streetcar, because I don't talk about music very much in my Shawshank one. So I guess he must mean Streetcar, which is pretty surprising because I thought my Streetcar one was pretty not good. But oh well. So I have that on my plate now. I went into English with my folder of my preparation notes and drafts and stuff. Add up to about 80 pages altogether, front and back. Not that, like, altogether it's probably about 50. Yeah, a lot of paper, and I have them in a little folder, and I was holding my folder after class, and I was like, I brought what I have if you want it. And she's like, "Are you done yet?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Give it to me when you're done." So I get to finish that essay on my own time. I'm not gonna, like, procrastinate on it. Well, not much. I'm gonna sleep because I haven't done that in a while, and my brain is starting to do weird things. So I'm going to sleep, and then I'm going to work on essay 3, and then once I finish essay 3, I'm going to work on essay 2, and when my brain stops wanting to deal with government policy, I'm just going to work on revising my streetcar paper for the scholarship. It's been a heck of a Monday. See you on a day that ends in Y.